rut, keeping as close into the rut as you possibly can. As you exit the corner, we'd also be marking on your accelerating out of the corner up to the next corner. So the assessment will be your braking in and your body position, your cornering and your smooth acceleration up to the next corner. Once you pass that corner, we'll stop. Move on. Now this should help you, because in effect what you've got is a small mini wall of death, so you can actually lean the bike over a little bit farther, because the ground's tilted and you've got more grip in effect.
Shouldn't mention the word death.
And wall don't go down too well either.
So the things you need to think about is just making sure that your front wheel, which is only 4 inches wide, drops into that rut. If you miss the entry, you've got no chance. You're out wide, and we'll be marking down pretty heavily for that. So what we'll be looking for is we're not emphasising speed, because that obviously we're not into racing yet. We're looking technique coming down here, spotting your front wheel into there, chest and head forward, sitting up the front of the seat and driving round the rut. One tip on getting round the rut: don't look too far down the floor, just look round the rut a little bit and it'll pull you around the rut. If you look down too far, you'll accelerate, the front wheel will lift out the rut and you'll find the rut disappears up there and you're ending up in the grass. And we'll mark down heavily for that.
Where'd you turn on the gas then?
You need to drive smooth.
You end up doing it right to make life easier for yourself. Well.
Who's the next three?
Only 2 now, the last 2.
Not too much. You see how slow you go?
Well, no, I mean like when you go around the outside.
We keep trying.
Turn. And like, oh, go up to the side. And go around to the side. cycle, if you like. You've seen him on the
What is
road.
it, bounce?
On the road. On the road. And if we can get the bike. No, you know, bounce to back. And the guy can't
Going quick, you go off it, don't you? I'll just lead it. Yeah. Well, when there was...
The weary return from battle.
dead. It's only me.
Don't know why these two look knackered, they haven't done anything.
Yeah, Laurence got it.
What's on yours? One. On yours. Do you got a scorcher?
We've done a few things.
I cleaned it.
Did I clean it there?
I have cleaned it, though.
Oh, well, that's fine. We've got one guy out this way.
Ground now.
One who really didn't make it.
Where did you find that? Everybody's leaping over the way. Not that bad.
Come up this way. It's a little bit lower.
Okay, you all between the two cones. Done it many times before. Sit between the two cones. Hold it there if anybody needs it. Get that right down and just keep rolling it over. Yeah, control it. That's it. Control it. Steady, now, steady. That's your idea. Get a good grip. Don't fly the foot out.
Yeah, it's stupid thing to say.
It's the... Get on that bit. You'll be all right.
It's all about moving the bike.
Get really interested. Do it.
5.
No, it's all right.
I started to say, well,
No, you just do it.
fucking hell through there, mate.
That's it. Control it. That's it. Steady. Good. You hung on to it.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm going to load them up for this game. Oh, what's left out then?
That's a 5. No, the boys from the mag can have a go after. Totally out of control.
You got some good wheel spin.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Keep going, keep going. Go, go, go. Oh, that's a big time.
That's 3 out.
Why do you need to send them back the other way as well? It's easier that way.
Yeah.
Will be up.
Fucking hell. I'll have to edit that.
That would have been impressive if he got over the top. Just do a circle.
No, you're in.
Get down.
Come on, you're in. Jesus, wet.
How much drinks on?
Push it! Go on, push it! Right, who's doing it first?
Little him spreading
The next one, swap it over, get on that one.
That one? Yeah.
Too late. Yeah, that's why I was struggling. You've got to gas it there and then get your weight
Could've got
on
it
it.
there.
Stop.
He's terribly anti-email.
That's it? We'll start it up. Oh, is it? Go and get some. Or put it on to reserve. Yeah, it's got a reserve. Put a reserve on and go and get some fuel.
You get the run up here. Yeah, it's a straight run. Even if you're in a match, it's going to go up the top. This one's just having a turn roll around.
Hey, right, what time did you hit? Go on, move, seen him move that across.
Mark the video, Mark. Good.
He's the last time.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it going.
Going to go on the top. This one's just having a turn roll around.
Parker 59 out the motocross, 16 out the trials, a totaling of 75.
Whoa.
Tim Blair, 40 out the motocross, 13 out.
And there was a further award for coming back from the nastiest crash and whatever you call it now. Paul.
Whee!
Off-road fixing, yeah. Should I leave? Yeah.
Off-road. Should you say well done?
do that though.
Who are they against? These are only their first few slow laps, aren't they?
Panic being in, boys?
Why are you panicking? We're feeling really confident.
Bit nervous, John? Are we alright there?
Not at all, mate, not at all.
Why should I be nervous?
We should go to the hot tin here.
Oh, very liquid on the inside.
Just smear it up nicely, I can't see what we're going.
You do like to grease things up, you, don't you?
You can't see the very liquid. If we could run it.
Mr. Paul Tefal here.
I'm scared, I want to go home.
It's Naomi Campbell.
Numbers, but it's Chris Bray on number 4, Paul Scoley on number 7, John Jenkinson on number 9, Richard Parker on number 11, Graham Jung on 15, Paul Phillips on 17, Nick Collier on 18, and Tim Blair on number 20.
Following my wheel tracks so that we can learn the line, okay? When I look behind, I don't want you to see it to the side or that side in my wheel tracks so you can learn the actual line. And then obviously we're going to let you have a go and see if you can suss out what I've been doing. Just take it a bit gentle today though with the weather. There might be a chance of it drying out for the next session.
Bit me out on this.
Do that wave again, will you?
Which wave was that? This one. What wave?
The one we don't see on that side.
That was a nice natural shot.
Give us a look in.
number 18. We've got the lead. Lovely smooth line. Here we have the second group catching up real quick. Couple of riders dropped off the pace.
JJ's got it.
We'll have it for a week each, then.
I should like to point out I was in front of it last time.
He was.
Well, I did say at the very first event that we should sell it. Sell it off, take the cash and you can buy something. Yeah, no, split it out. You can buy motorboats, don't you?
No, I can't pull the clutch in. Couldn't do the suspect.
10 minutes you've had of all the competition. First of all, thanks for bearing with us today in what was a very, very difficult afternoon with the weather and one thing or another and things getting delayed and changed around. But by the looks of the faces this afternoon, you've all had a marvellous time.
Not many.
Yeah. So thanks to the school for putting up with us and thanks for you guys for putting up with the school. But, glad you could make it. First of all, I'm sure everybody's now itching to know just how well they did on the racing section. And we have here Mr. Tim Thompson of that famous publication, Bike Magazine.
It was incredibly close. I didn't be on his hat as usual. Yeah. We had surprisingly the tutors, your individual tutors, course tutors.
Racing school goodie bag. Certificate. So Graham, congratulations, well done. Paul? Here you go, Paul.
Cheers, boss.
Richard?
Thank you.
John? Nick? There you go.
Yeah.
Chris?
Got back.
Well done, mate. They go with the trophies.
In September.
That was better than mine.
In September?
Yeah.
There's a little thing on the Iron Man.
All right. Tim, where's Tim? There we go.
And Nick.
Okay, just another thing about the road racing today. I imagine a lot of you would like to hear what was said about you.
Yes.
So there's ladies present and we don't.
Unfortunately, Rob and Jamie have gone, you know, so
It's not going to rain again, is it?
give me a ring in the week and we've got all their comments written down. And your tutors too. So it's all right.
So that comes
It's that embarrassing you can't tell us to our place.
That leaves us with the burning question. All the 4 rounds are now completed, and we are obviously in a position where we could call out a winner. Go on!
TDM's in that room.
No,
you know.
it's up to you guys. Do you want to know?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, why
I
not?
think John would like to know.
There's no, there can be no presentation.
Unfortunately, there's no as Tim says, there's no presentation today. The presentation is the bike, which is going to be the Grand Prix.
We've all got to know.
So, if you want to know, how do you want it? In reverse order? From 3rd back up into 1st?
Yeah.
From the bottom.
Okay, in 3rd position, an excellent all-round performance, Peter.
Yeah.
Well done, Peter.
Oh, no more bike on to your other 8.
Mr. Consistency himself, in 2nd place, Chris Bray. And
Where's the keys to the TDM, John?
And the winner of the 1993 Yamaha Bike Magazine Bike of the Year competition is Matt McDermott for taking wonderful photographs. No, it's John Jenkinson.